Hey, hey, Spirit Tribe. Gigi here with Spirit Readings, and I'm so glad and so happy that you're able to join me here today for the messages for Tuesday, December 12th. If you are catching this today, happy new moon in Sagittarius. What seeds are you going to plant for this new moon? Um, I try to be really, mindful and thoughtful, during a new moon and aware, of what I'm projecting. So as I'm planting my seeds, right? So and knowing that, they don't have to all make sense. Who cares what other people think? You do you, you guys. You plant the seeds that are calling to you to be planted at this time. So don't worry so much about other people or care what they think too much, right? It's about you. It's your time. Um, so we have one Crystal Visions Tarot. We have one The Answer is Simple Oracle. We have one Moonology Manifestation Oracle. And we have one Fairy Dust Message. So, please keep in mind that there are so many of us, so not everything may resonate. And you know what? That's perfectly okay. We just set it to the side for someone else or for later even. And if it doesn't apply, we just go on ahead and we let her fly. And we don't get too fixated on the date. Whenever you come across this is when you are meant to. And there's most likely a message for you here. And I just think that is so beautiful, wonderful, and amazing how that can work, right? So let's see what we have going on. Okay, so we have this Three of Swords here in the reverse position, but I'm going to turn it around right side up here just for a moment so we can get a good look at it. I mean, look how stormy those clouds are, you guys. Like clouds of confusion and, nothing making sense. And, swords is that air energy. It represents the power of the mind. And, it's like, how can I even think when my heart is broken, when I've been deceived and made a fool of? And, to me, what it looks like here is she's standing before a grave, you guys, is something that I'm getting here. So, and I never really noticed that before, but there are roses, and I mean, these roses have had time to grow and to bloom, you guys, and their thorns are definitely out, right? And these ravens here, just like, there's three ravens or crows, and there are three swords in this woman's heart, and bitterness is something that I'm hearing here, and maybe even shame, guilt, regret. They're just all swirling here in these three stormy clouds. But up here we can see like breaks in that, so in the reverse position, the clouds of conflict will part. And, there's no time limit on grief, you guys. We each take it at our own time. Sometimes it's taking things 1 second at a time when that's all we can handle. And we heal little by little. And, until we can say, I'm healed from this completely now, and I'm ready to put things, behind me. The roses represent life, you guys. Because in spite of everything, they're blooming. they're growing, they're thriving, they're living, and they keep going on. And these wounds here will heal, you guys, as long as you give it time and you work at it. And healing our own wounds, what's broken, can be mended. These broken pieces, they can be put back together again, you guys. So don't lose hope, don't lose faith, don't look at yourself as broken or unworthy, or that you should be ashamed and feel guilty for the rest of your life. And if you move on quicker than other people, that's okay too. Like I said, there's no time limit, and we have no reason or right to judge anyone else. Some people, just take things and accept it and move on quicker than others. And like I said, it's perfectly okay if you're not like that, and to not be so hard on yourself, you guys, and work on building yourself up instead of tearing yourself down, is something that I'm hearing here as well. And okay, so we do have clear the fog coming in here as well. It is a 13 that can be broken down into a 4, and so we have a 3 and a 4, or a 3 and a 13, however you want to look at it. If these numbers have been showing up for you, Google the angel number, you guys. Numbers all have meaning. And we see this person here on the bench and the other person's in the fog, and it could be a death type of situation too, you guys. Like, grief is something that I'm feeling so strongly here. Like, missing someone who is no longer physically here. And I know we're getting closer and closer to Christmas, and that can stick out even more here, you guys. But like I said, those clouds of conflict, there's breaks, they will part. This fog will lift as you work on healing and pouring a little extra love back into yourself, you guys. Giving yourself a chance to rest, and a chance to grieve, and a chance to heal, and finding that acceptance for yourself. And it can be a really long road, even for those people that seem to get over it so quick and easy. So all right, we have full moon in Pisces. Forgive. Yes, you guys, so much forgiveness for other people, for ourselves, for situations, and like I said, pouring that love, pouring that acceptance, pouring that forgiveness all in, and letting go, you guys. There is beauty in letting go, in dropping things, and deciding to move forward, move ahead, and there's no rush, you guys. You'll get there when you get there, and it'll be right on time for you, okay? And it doesn't matter if it's 5 minutes or 5 years, you guys. Go with the flow. Just be, and trust that it's not always going to be this way. Things are always changing, and I feel like there's a big change, and for the better. But, first we have to get better, right? We have to allow ourselves space for grace, space to be human and make mistakes, and know that it's okay to miss people and even be angry at them if, they have passed on. Like, that's something that came up for me real recently that I didn't even realize was buried. Like, I was angry at, which I know doesn't really sound like it makes much sense, but I had to get through all of the layers of pain upon pain upon pain to get to that anger and release it. And I mean, it wasn't like a rage kind of anger, or it was more like a sad anger, if that makes sense, if you've ever experienced that. So it wasn't as vibrant as a full-on like rage anger, but it was there below the surface of all that pain simmering, and it had been for years. And I'm finally able to let go of that, you guys, and I feel so free, and it feels good not to, even though I wasn't aware and I wasn't conscious of that anger until it showed up, that, hey, yeah, this is here, um, and I'm not carrying that around anymore. And it feels so much better not to have that inside of me anymore. So release, woosah, and the fairies are letting us know that we are on the right path. The way ahead is clear and true. You've chosen the right path for you, you guys. This path of healing and understanding, because as we heal, we grow, we become wiser, we understand a little bit more. And if we never experienced anything bad, then the high points probably wouldn't seem as high or as worth celebrating, once we've come out of the darkness and back into the light, and that fog's gonna clear, you guys. The heartbreak will mend. And I mean, you might not ever be like you were before that heartbreak, but you can be even better if you allow yourself to be. All right, you guys, these are the messages for the day. I hope you enjoyed them. If you did, please leave me a comment and let me know. I love hearing from you guys. Don't forget to smash the heck out of that like button, that old thumbs up button down below. If you haven't already and you find you keep coming back here, please subscribe. I would love and appreciate that so very much. I would love to have you become a part of this beautiful, wonderful, amazing spirit tribe family. Make a wish, and from the bottom to the top of my heart, I love and appreciate each and every single one of you. And I want to say thank you, blessed be, namaste, and goodbye.